All right, man. Tank responds to the backlash that happened with all types of shit going on this morning. Jesus Christ. He responds to the backlash of the fight. Also said he didn't want to rematch Lamont Roach. And apparently, I believe the hairdresser, she responded. So we gonna get into that in one video. And I had a latte, had to walk and go get it this morning because to walk the animal. Time for me to find a new car damn near. I mean, so boy, it's been a long weekend, but we about to cook, man. So we can get into, let's see if we can. I think on Instagram I got what the hairdresser said. Let's start with the hairdresser, then we'll work our way back to the more important shit. So give me a minute. But hey, but apparently I'm gonna rescore a lot of these fights on Patreon throughout the week. So join the Patreon Goodfella TV. It's free for 7 days. So yeah, we're gonna break down that Riyadh season card, some of the controversy fights on that one, and this one. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So excuse me. But yeah, it says Gervonta Davis, hairstylist, says she didn't use grease. I did his hair Wednesday. It was Saturday. He did the press, gym, and weigh-in. That's no excuse. How much grease did I use? Damn. All right. How much grease did I use? So that's what she basically saying. She's saying that she didn't even use grease when she did his hair. So this is the grease in the room with us. So that was her response. She said shine, define, protein rich, no wax, no grease, no alcohol, no flavor. And then also you got to understand with her responding like this is also a hit on her brand. When he blamed her for the grease, so now this is a hit on her brand. Right here, Detroit Rap News. Y'all that messed her bag up by lying. He lying. He said, take a look around. You see an overload of grease everywhere. Newsflash, you're not. And there was no grease. She didn't grease his edges down and put no edge control on his edges. So at the end of the day, when you look at that combination that Lamont Roach landed, it was the right hook. It was the right hook that started the problem. It was the right hook that started the problem. That right hook where he grabbed his eye at, that right hook is what caused the problem. He got caught with a right hook. That right hook is what caused the problem. In reality, it should have been a knockdown. In reality, it should have been a disqualification. But you see why people don't want to travel. You see why his insecurities about traveling over to Saudi Arabia and getting robbed over there. Wherever you go, it's part of the game. This is something that's been part of boxing forever. This is something, robberies and all this stuff has been part of the game forever, y'all. And he says his response was they took this fight from me and made it a draw because I did that bull S knee. But I landed the most punches in the fight. He didn't even hit me with the punch when I took a knee. I get it though. I shouldn't have done that. But the hair grease was burning my eye. It wasn't no hair grease. It wasn't no hair grease. The girl, we already established that it wasn't no hair grease. That's bullshit. And he did hit you with a right hook and a double jab. So it was a punch. Everybody seen the punch. And you did not land him. So he just told so many lies in this post. Like I said before, man, this is why a lot of these guys don't want to travel because it's a corrupt. Sports are corrupt. It's corrupt. And the thing about it, like I said, a lot of these dudes who supposed to just do the media and kind of call it down the middle, they don't call it down the middle neither. It's like, I got vitriol for Tank, so I just thought he lost. Or I got vitriol for this fighter, so I thought he lost. A lot of these fans, these media outlets who portray to be one, they don't call it down the middle. But it wasn't no grease on that man's head, bro. Wasn't no edge control, no grease. He got hit with a jab and a right hook. I think the right hook is what did it. When he clipped him with that right hook on his eye, that's what really started to cause the problems for Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what caused the problems for him. And he know it. He know those was caused the problems for him. So he can posture and he can fake however he want to fake it, but we know the truth. What Pac say? You and I know what's going on. Forgot what song he said that on. I'll butcher that. Real spill. Real spill. So yeah, he can respond to it all he want to. But the fact of the matter, he outlanded you and outthrew you. So you could lie to the fans, but if we going off Compy Box, that's what it was. So when you lie about something that can be found on the internet for blatant information, when you lie about something that's as blatant as that we all can see is a lie, then we know you lying about the hair grease. Then we know you lying about the hair grease, Playboy. So we know what this is, Tank. Now your actions are lining up with your words on why you don't want to fight top competition. Because you already know if they not scared of your power, you in trouble. You don't have nothing else. You didn't have the wherewithal to use your feet to create angles. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have the wherewithal to start using angles and box Lamont, make Lamont use his feet, turn them, throw your combinations and get out. You just a one trick pony. And that's why you don't want to get in the ring with nobody else. So old girl, you fucking her bag up. It wasn't no grease in this nigga eye, man. That right hook blind. That right hook hurt his eye. It wasn't a monstrous hook, but sometimes that hook, it'll catch you someplace in your eye, and that's why he took a knee. It wasn't no grease, nigga. It wasn't no grease. You can see an overload of grease. Like, trust and believe me, you can see an overload of grease. You can see an overload of grease. He said they took the fight because I took a knee. They ain't take no fight because you took a knee, my nigga. That ain't what happened. They took that fight from. They didn't take that fight from you. You lost that fight. You lost that fight. Ain't nobody take nothing from you, homeboy. And that's what it is. Ain't nobody take nothing from you. But here go Tank talk about not giving him a rematch, immediate rematch. So let's cook.
Beat him up a little bit, then press the issue.
Okay, one more here, and I think we're good.
Tank, I just wanted to ask earlier, you said, hopefully you can get the rematch with Lamont next, but everybody looks at you as the face of boxing and as somebody who calls the shots. Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Well, what is?
You might see it in a minute. Definitely might see it in a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the.
Now, apparently, people were saying that he also said that. People were saying that he also was saying that. That the guy that he was fighting, next was in his locker room, and it wasn't Shakur Stevenson. So they possibly saying he could be fighting Jake Paul next. Some people speculated Gary Russell Jr., but I say that for another video. Those are the speculations. So those are the speculations. But apparently him not giving Lamont Roach a rematch, they thought that honestly that they was gonna run through Lamont Roach, and they probably already had a contract in order with somebody else, and they thought they was gonna run through Lamont Roach. They thought they was gonna run through Lamont Roach. And that didn't happen. And that's why they cherry picked him. I say, you picking up cherries, you're going to pick wrong. You play the numbers game, and the numbers game going to come back to bite you. We all know that. You play the numbers game, and it's going to come back to bite you. So, ultimately, it's a lot to unpack here. But, we'll see who we fight next and talk about that another day, another time, or possibly later. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Patreon, the whole nine. Join the Patreon. Links inside the link tree. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Peace.